It's the most wonderful time of year. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here, and it is still very much morning time. You can probably hear that in my voice and see it in my eyes, so I do greatly apologize. But today, we are Halloween hunting, and I am very excited. Probably my most anticipated trip of the Halloween hunting season, and that is because we are going to about as close as you can get to a real-life Halloween town. Today, we are going to Foy's in Fairborn, and longtime viewers of my channel will know exactly what that means. But if you're new, this is pretty much the real-life equivalent of Halloweentown. I mean, this whole place is a Halloween wonderland. It is like a suburb right outside of Dayton, a very small little community, a nice little town. And there's a guy there by the name of Mike Foy who happens to own a lot of properties and like 6 Halloween stores all on the same strip. Unfortunately, I keep going back on days when they are not all open. So we will have to make up for that later this year and go back when there's like the full-on Halloween block parties. But for right now, we are going to go grab some coffee. We're going to go grab some real Krispy Kreme donuts. Again, not everybody out there is going to know what that means, but I promise to explain once we get there. And then we are headed to the real-life Halloween town. And I also want to point out that some guy said that I was balding in a video like a week ago. Bitch, please. Look at that. Balding. Never going to happen. Anyways, let's hit the road.
Well, it's important. Heather, what can I get for you?
Alright, so unfortunately my TISM is going crazy because for some reason the real Krispy Kreme was closed on a Sunday, which is weird because I swear that's a big money day for them with all the churchgoers and stuff. So we'll have to explore that in a later episode. If you go far enough back, there's definitely some information about the real Krispy Kreme on my channel. It's a spot that I frequent regularly, but we got our Timmies, we're fueled up, and we are en route to Foy's in Fairborn. We're also going to hit a couple other shops if they're open. Again, I have a bad habit of doing this where I make trips on days that things just aren't open. Can we recognize how silly it is to still close businesses on Sundays? It's a really, really weird thing. I don't think anybody can disagree with me on that at this point. It's 2023. Let's grow up. Hi guys, let's have a chat. Let's just talk about my morning, okay? I was excited for this day. Just wanted a good day. It's been a while since I put out some content. I thought, you know what? We'll go to Old Faithful, Fairborn, Foy's, the Halloween town of Ohio at least. And I wanted to have a good morning, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to my favorite, Krispy Kreme, the real Krispy Kreme. But guess what? It's Sunday, and they're closed, which makes no sense to me. I know for a fact that this place makes absolute bank on Sundays from all the churchgoers because every church in the area goes to the real Krispy Kreme and gets boxes and boxes of these donuts. But whatever, still gonna persevere, gonna go up to Fairborn, get to Foy's, stop it, and we're gonna have a good day. So we come up here, I checked the website last night, they're open at noon. Get here, closed. I'm like, what the fuck? So then we just try to make the best of it. We go to this little crystal shop, get ourselves some gems, and I'm still thinking, you know what? This whole thing's a waste. I just really wanted some content, really wanted a good day, and didn't think that I was going to get it. But as we were walking out of the crystal store, we noticed that there are a couple open signs that are now at Foy's. So I thought, you know what? Maybe they just left them on. I overlooked them last time. Walk over to the door. It's unlocked. So we do have a Halloween hunting episode. We are going to Foy's, and we're still going to make the best out of this. So let's go into Foy's. Let's have a better day. just what I needed. Some brain. You gotta check stuff like this because I just found these and I've been here a million times and I'm sure that this isn't the first time that I walked under these Sid Wilson, Oddball, chicken masks. So if you are an Ohio local or you're just planning a trip out to Fairborn and you're into Slipknot, right there is a quick and easy Slipknot Oddball score. You're welcome. There's another Oddball that I've probably passed over a million times, not Slipknot, but Buckethead, and that's a really rare one, actually. It's like a Planet of the Apes type mask, so I'm gonna leave it here for any Buckethead fans that may be in the area. I already have like 2 of those, but you can come get one for yourself. And again, you're welcome. So these are some of the other stores that I'd mentioned at the beginning of the video. They're obviously not open, but I will make it back up here this year. I vow to make it up here when they have these crazy Halloween block parties. This whole place is pretty much just a big Halloween town. There's the main store that we just came out of. And if you go down that way, there are a few other stores. There's an adult costume store. There's a toy store called Time Warp Toys that is my absolute favorite place on planet Earth. Every time I'm there, I spend hundreds of dollars on tech decks and Stone Cold stuff and pretty much anything nostalgic that you can think of. And I really love that place. I wish that it was open today. But right now, we are headed back home. I have a big, fat, black sack, if you know what I mean. And I can't wait to show you guys the scores that I got because I'm sick of not scoring during Halloween season. So I just treated myself, you know, spoiled myself, and I'm very excited with what I got. So let's go home.
Later that same evening.
All right, we are back at the building, back in the mask room. And are you guys ready to see today's full haul? First of all, I've got this tower from the gem and crystal store that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and I have no idea what it is. It's not labeled. It was just $30, and I really liked it. Thought it was pretty cool looking, so I got that. If anybody in the comments is a whiz with these things, please let me know what you think this is. It's pretty cool. I buy something pretty much every time I go to that crystal shop, and this was what was calling my name today. So we've got that. And now we get to reach on in to the bag of goodies. Are you ready? All right, so the first piece right here on top is actually the first piece that I saw that I knew was coming home with me when I walked into the building. And that is this awesome Trick or Treat Studios grandpa mask from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I actually didn't even recognize that this was Grandpa from TCM. I just thought that it was a really cool old man mask from afar. And then obviously the closer I got, the more that I realized that it's actually Grandpa from TCM too. So I've seen these in the catalogs, never seen one in person. And today that obviously changed. Here we've got the Trick or Treat Studios tag there. It was $69 nice dollars. And it's pretty cool. I wish that the paint was a little darker. Obviously, we're in really good lighting right now, so you can see everything is pretty vibrant, I guess. It's a pretty bright and kind of washed out paint job. I wish that it was a little grittier and there was a little more shadowing going on here. So maybe I can send this to like Connor or something and he can have a blast repainting this and just making it look a little nicer. And then obviously this is going to go over here somewhere when I finally have the room with old Nubbins. And then eventually these guys will be out here in the horror area and we can have a proper Texas Chainsaw Massacre display, because right now that's what I'm working with and this place is just in shambles getting ready for Pale Fest. But eventually all of this is going to be the horror section. So imagine what is going on in here in the music room, but just with the horror movie and horror video game genre. It will all be displayed a lot nicer, and there will be way more, just like there is here in the music room, okay? All right, next up, what do we got? I have no idea what we're gonna pull out first. I think I feel... So it's gonna be a stack. There's going to be lots of pieces to what I'm about to show you. So I'll just keep reaching in and keep pulling them out until there's no more to pull out, all right?
That's what she said.
Is that it? All right, that is it for this part of the score. So what these are going to be is the full set of Haunt masks. So all of the killers in the movie Haunt, I went ahead and picked up the entire set because I really do genuinely enjoy the look of the villains in that movie. The killers look really cool with these old kind of Ben Cooper style masks that have obviously been created for the movie, and I really, really dig those. I'm going to do a completely separate video on this full line and then talk a little bit about my thoughts on Haunt, because as much as I like it, I also don't like it, and I feel like it's pretty important for me to discuss that, especially because I just watched the movie a few days ago, so it's on my brain, and that definitely led to me picking up this entire set. But regardless, I love the set. I think that these masks are amazing. Really like the Dracula, really like the witch, really like the zombie guy. The ghost, the clown, and the devil, those are okay, but I really, really like these. They just give me like Frankenberry and Count Chocula vibes and old Ben Cooper stuff, but it's from a movie that's new and pretty brutal and pretty decent. So we will cover these and go in depth on my thoughts on the masks, the movie, all of that good stuff in a separate video that will be coming up very soon. Shall we continue? Just gonna reach in here and see what's next. Ooh, the brain socks, of course. Listen, your boy loves long socks. I wear long socks every single day. So when I saw these brain socks, it was a real no-brainer. All jokes aside, I really do like big socks, and these socks are sick. So I think we have one last piece inside, if I do remember correctly. And that is this really weird, crude Donald Trump mask. It almost looks vinyl, but it's not. And it almost looks like Donald Trump, but it doesn't. And it's real weird. I have a feeling that this could make a really terrifying mask. So I didn't buy it because I'm pro-Donald Trump or anti-Donald Trump. I bought it because it's fucking creepy. And I saw it and it reminded me of like an old Caesar mask. It reminded me of an old Guar prop, like a Don Draculich sculpt or something. I don't know. It was weird and it was terrifying, and I think that that's going to make a really scary photo, and I'm really excited to start kind of experimenting with this and just seeing what kind of horrors we can create with that. And there's a stamp in here that I haven't seen yet. Kind of curious what that says. Let's see. It's a Ghoulish. Interesting. Did not expect that to be a Ghoulish Productions mask. That is somewhat strange, but very cool. And I also lied to you guys. I lied to you twice because this isn't the last score, and I actually bought something that I said I wasn't going to buy. Yeah, I had to do it. Turns out I only have one of these. I actually gave another one to a buddy collector of mine, and it was the one that was in the better shape. So, sorry, I got greedy. I had to buy it. I haven't had a new Buckethead score in quite some time anyways, and this thing was just in too good a shape for too cheap, and finding it in the wild was too cool, so I went ahead and got it. I'm sorry, but all of the Sid Wilson chicken oddballs are still there, I promise. I just had to be a little bit of a shitbag and go ahead and pick this up for myself, because at the end of the day, I'm a collector. This is what I do, and I really couldn't turn this thing down. So I know that I said it was still there, but I told a big fat, dumb, idiot, stupid lie, okay? Sorry. All right, so there you go. Today's Halloween hunting scores. Feels like old times, right? This is how it's supposed to be. I am definitely stoked with this. Very excited with this haul. I'm definitely excited to shoot that haunt video. Looking forward to getting this into the collection, doing some weird shit with this thing, and just having a blast with all of this stuff. I told you guys, I spoiled myself a little, and I wasn't lying, and this is a very, very good haul. Probably the best haul that we've had in a few years, honestly. The Halloween huntings have been lacking. Thrift stores are dried up. My motivation's been down. We haven't gone to as many places, and I had to make up for that, starting with this episode for sure. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and I think that that is going to just about do it. So, with all of that being said, I've got to give you guys a big thank you for sticking around, watching this video, and continuing to support the channel. I definitely appreciate it. And again, I'm looking forward to making the most out of this Halloween season. I know that we've been slacking the last few years, and I promise I'm not trying to do that, but between how busy we've been and how dried up everything is, it's just kind of hard to get out there and do things the same way that we used to 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. But I'd love to bring it back. We definitely need to go back to Foy's this year. I want to go with Bishop because I've never been up there with Bishop. I know that he's gone at least one time, but never with me. And I just want to experience the full Foy's effect, or whatever. I want to go up there when they're having their big Halloween celebrations. I want to buy more stuff. I could have easily spent twice as much money as I spent today, and that's saying a lot because we got a lot of stuff. So we are definitely going to have to go back up there this year. And I want to start knocking out some thrift shops too. We haven't done any thrift stores this year. We've only shot 2 Halloween hunting episodes, and they were both at Halloween stores, which is cool in its own right. But you guys know I like the nitty-gritty of finding the old, vintage, used stuff at thrift shops, antique shops, stuff like that. So I'm going to stop talking now. Look forward to more videos in the future. Thank you guys again for being here. And until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol and yes to Halloween hunting. And we will see you guys in the next one.